Ooh, okay. Just trying to get all my windows in place. I think everything is working, at least. Been a couple of weeks now, thanks to some travel to visit family over Easter. So I don't really remember Exactly what was going on. I know I was in, what, chapter 3 or 2? Something like that. I kind of have a vague idea. I think 2 or 3 others might have been from Gunther and the Epic Blunder, because it would be 3 or 4 only now, surely. Oh, it's this problem again. Yeah, just give me a minute. I know exactly what this. It's my computer being weird. Just need to go start the program again. Yeah, so to go into unnecessary detail as to what the problem is, my computer here has a feature where it switches the graphics card on or off depending on whether it thinks that a game is being played, or some other graphic-intensive thing. The thing is that it doesn't consider Deadly Rooms of Death to be a quote-unquote game, which is fine because it's not really intensive enough to need a graphics card, but streaming software it does consider a game. And Drod freaks out just a little bit when the graphics card turns on and Drod is already running. So that's why it did that. But it should be fine now. Everything's working. Alright, so need to get off of this location. Here we are. Okay, so I left off... Oh, that's right, we're in a level about mimics. I got stuck on this room, being exceptionally difficult, and then just kind of stopped after, I think, beating this room just to get a sense of accomplishment. So most of the rest of this level shouldn't be as hard as that, hopefully. Alright, so the deal with this room, let's see. That opens that. This opens that. And that opens that. So I'm going to need a mimic to behave as a wall for this roach. I can't make the roach be any farther to the west than that. So I think my only choice is to do things this way. Then I can use that divot to pull the mimic a little farther. Then I need to do something here. I think the mimic needs to be south of Bethro for this to work. Yeah. Well, first I should open up those broken walls. Then I can fix this, I think. There we go. How do I do this part? I guess I could use the mimic's body rather than its sword. Yeah, that does it. Alright, then we just shove him in the box. Thank you for doing your job, mimic. Goodbye. Hey, this room is, I guess this is a you beat the level, now here's an exam room. Okay. This is another mimic constraint room, isn't it? We are not allowed to move north too much. So minimizing northward movement seems tough. to be sure. Let's see, I can't be more efficient than this. Well, I can be slightly more efficient than this if I start facing the way that I know I'm going to want to be facing to kill the first queen. I don't think I can avoid stepping back at least once here, but that's much better than killing the southern queen and then stepping way up to get the next one. Nope, that was a mistake. Don't go south yet. Can I shake these enough? I don't think I can shake them, but I think I can push westward like this. And it's okay to go south in this situation. But then I'm gonna need to run all the way over there to kill that queen. Not sure what the best way to handle that problem is. Well, hang on. If I was here... Okay, I think the one tile of northward movement that I've made so far is okay, because I think that when Beathrow steps on the button, that will kill the Mimic before the Mimic can close the door. Like, I think my perceived order of operations is that Beathrow steps on the button, the fire trap goes off and kills the Mimic, and then when the Mimic's turn would process while it's already dead. I'm just not sure how it should be possible to go all the way to the east here. That seems implausible. Because if you try, no matter when you try to do that, you'll just be surrounded. Like, there just simply is not enough time to do that. That is as soon as you can go west, or go east. I guess I could actually not kill that queen, right? I can kill that queen after killing the Mimic. There's nothing saying I can't do that. Really? That doesn't work like that? Huh, alright. I guess I have to not go north at all. I don't really know how I can survive this situation without going north at least once, though. Maybe I should stay over here a little longer. Yeah, this works better. Okay. Okay, and the rest should be identical to what I did before, so. Still too soon. And I'm pounding the keys again. Don't waste a turn bumping. I don't know, I guess logically it should be obvious that the challenges don't go north at all, but it really felt like, oh, only go north so many times, and there's specific times when you should go north. At least at first. Whatever. Moving on. Okay. So, we've got some of that going on. Let me try to understand the goal of the room. So there's a green door here, so I assume I should end the room here somehow. looks like I'm supposed to place a mimic in this region. So the mimic goes into this box with a stick, which it could easily use to just clear one of these hot tiles and thereby kill the roach. What's wrong with that? If I bring a stick into this area, then I should just be able to shove that out of the way. Okay, clearly I'm missing something, but I don't know what. So I think if I try to do what I'm talking about, I'll be able to tell what's wrong. Okay, Beethro gets a sword. That's what's wrong. So since Beethro has a sword, the mimic needs to somehow get out of that box. Okay, furthermore, this is the only way to actually bring the mimic here. But if I do that, the mimic won't have... Wait, is this not open? I thought something opened the way for this roach. Something has to, right? Huh. Okay, I understand now. So this is not about making the roach move or killing the roach on hot tiles, because why would it be? This is about making a sufficient obstruction for a mimic stuck in a, well, for Beethro stuck in a 5x5 little area to be able to guide a mimic into position with the roach. I suspect this should be sufficient. We'll see. No? Alright. I'll need to pull things a little bit farther to the west. Maybe something like that. Did I not? I thought I had this there before. I must have just accidentally undone putting it there. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that was plenty. Okay, and then I can go take a stick and shove this out of the way as expected. Okay. I think the room I'm missing is down this way. Yep. So this is basically the exact same idea, but I get to place the rock golem corpses myself instead of having them shoved around. Actually, which way am I trying to go? North? I think I'm trying to go north in this room. So I'm pretty sure that should be good enough. Let's check. Not quite. So one more tile to the south for both for that one. Maybe like that. Okay, one more tile south for the second one. That should do it, unless I'm missing something. Oh wait, no, I know what I'm missing. Duh. No, I can keep this guy way up here because there's a resource that I wasn't using. It's really rather obvious if you glance at it for half a second. That is, if I go over here, I can gain another tile of south. I guess I can't be that reckless about that. So this should be perfect. Well, don't do it that way. There we go. Easy enough. Not too hard. So I found one secret room. I can't remember if there were any others. I don't think so. Hard to say if there's anything else in this level. Doesn't seem like there's much room for anything else, but I could be missing something. Well, whatever. Just gonna make sure things are working. Seems like it. Alright. Here is the exam room, I guess. So what's the deal here? This does something. I recognize this setup. It basically means that whatever goes here has to stay here. Okay. Don't think I need that eye. I think this room is all about getting out. Maybe the eye would help, actually. Don't think there's a way to make this less awkward. I don't know, I feel like trying to juggle this eye around is probably more trouble than it's worth. Yeah, how do I start this? Maybe I need the mimic to start there? Or like... So these walls are in the way. If they weren't here, I could easily just rocket my way directly south. I'm not really sure how to deal with them. Yeah. I can't see how to get any farther south than this. This is as far as I can go. If these walls weren't in the way, I could easily finish this room. But... basically, any move that takes the Mimic out of the same 2x2 square B throws in is a failure. Which feels really excessive. Like, does it really have to restrict movement that much? I mean, I could understand doing that if the goal was that rocket that I made earlier. But I feel like with all these walls, that's not really the intended way to handle this. But I don't really see any other way to move a far distance while stuck in this tiny of a space. It causes the lever to close this door. I mean, I guess in theory it doesn't instantly do that, so if I have a couple of extra moves, I'd be a little better. Like, I have about 2 moves between opening that door for the lever and immediately failing the room. So I guess if I'm far enough south, it would be okay, but I guess that's just barely doable. I still don't feel like that's the intended solution. All those walls make it feel like I was supposed to do something else. Let's see what someone else did. What does Wisp Rabbit do? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about putting the mimics in the box, both together. Whoops. Well, that's a little silly. I came up with a completely different idea. Oh no, authorized personnel. I guess I'm gonna have to open this door. Looks like I'm authorized now. I authorized myself. Tainted aquifer. It is inevitable that any production process results in a range of waste products, which have to be carefully disposed of to prevent them contaminating the drinking water. This is a particular concern in the case of mimic potions whose ingredients include the crushed wings of a midnight beetle, the venom of a non-venomous spoostelfish, the juice of a fireberry that grows only on Sun Island, and a few drops of sheer unadulterated malice. So it was no surprise to Beethrow that beneath the distillery was a network of narrow rivulets, oozing with layers of slime that had accreted over the years as the water had been laden with more filth and pestilence than it could carry. He grimaced at the smell and hesitated. Places like this were always festering with monsters. He was under no obligation to clear them out, but it would be a favor to the handful of survivors in the settlement above. And he admired their courage and determination, the way they just kept surviving despite the difficulties life had piled up their way. It would be a shame if they were to be wiped out now. He sighed and trudged onward. Yes, it really would be a shame if Beethrow, who just got finished slaughtering all of the guards that he possibly could, killed off everyone else who lives in this general area. Just saying. Anyway, so is this about being disarmed? Have we not encountered the disarm token before? We must not have. Because this feels very tutorial of the disarm token, which... Yeah, this is disarm token land, which is for some reason tied to Mimic Land. It's kind of interesting. So, what's the deal with this room? I think I need to shove things, pull things out. So this is a case of lure a monster out while disarmed. Try not to die while in the process. And this is push the monster out while disarmed, which is a little easier, but be careful of the timing. Don't want to deal with a bunch of roaches. Or do I? Guess I'd rather push it west. Okay, maybe I do want to spawn at the right time. Have it spawn right there. That should be easiest. Alright. I'm making a lot of unnecessary bumps against the walls because I'm just hurrying to press the buttons. Yeah, that rocket with sticks thing, I've done that with 2 mimics before. Or to be more accurate, I've made rooms that require you to do that with 2 mimics. It's a fun trick. A little trickier to set it up with Beethrow by himself sometimes. Do I want... That is my goal here. Do I want to drop the trapdoors or not? I need to drop the trapdoors eventually in order to go south. So I think I should enter this passage armed. And then... I guess I need to pull this roach out. Rearm. Not have enough time. Wait, I know what I can do. This is toggle, right? No, it's close. That's close. I guess if I run away from the roach just right, it won't really matter. Okay. Then I can disarm to go along the trapdoors. Open that. Okay. things that way. This requires disarmed into that area. These bombs blow up this entire area. This is kind of silly, but not unmanageable. Alright, then. That was that room, and I don't think there's another exit from that room but to come back here. So I guess I'll move on to the north. Okay. What is the deal with this? There's a conspicuous bunch of broken walls there, which seemingly go nowhere. Oh, but there are platforms. Okay, I think... Okay. So... This is clearly a secret room access here, which I would need to be armed to reach. Now it is a fact that when you do this, decoy armed. Now is there a way I can arrange these so that I can get there after rearming? Not sure there is. Well... All of the potions are placed where you die if you blow up the bombs. Feels like I should be able to do some trickery with the multiple rafts that are available here to make some kind of diagonal move possible that otherwise wouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna need 3 rafts for this. How can I get a 3rd one? This is very close, but not exactly it. Well, I think if I keep going around in circles enough, I'll wind up with one in the right position. So this is really silly, but I think it should work. There's no way this is the best way to do it, but I'm sure this works. Yeah, this will be perfect. Now I can just do that. The arm, walk across like that. Get access to a secret room that I will probably get stuck on. But at least I reached it. Oh shoot, actually, hold on. On the off chance, there are no checkpoints in this room. Why are there 0 checkpoints in this room? I wanted to... well, maybe I'll find a faster way to do this or something. What I wanted to do was restore to a checkpoint in this room, make myself a secret entrance demo for later, so that if I'm stuck on that secret room and can't solve it, I'd at least have a demo I can use. Oh well, I know pretty much what I need to do, so I'll just redo it. I just want to register that this is kind of an annoyance that there are no checkpoints in this particular room, which really could have used at least one of them. Okay, this is good enough. Because I only needed 3 of them anyway. Okay, let's record this demo. That's not the right button. Is it this one? That's it. Oh. Okay, my victory demo did it anyway, because it's just a... Okay, well, that was a monumental waste of time. Sorry. What's this room gonna do? There's more cracked walls in this room that go... Oh, I guess that's just the exit from the secret room. Okay. So what's the deal here? Pressing this closes a bunch of doors and disarms. Cool. This also does something. This does something. What? Okay, well there are... So there are 3 decoy potions. They cannot be used to kill this. Something has to toggle this back and forth while B-throw is armed. The most plausible thing that could possibly do that would be if the queen was being spooked by two decoys. Now, first of all, that's the only thing I can conceivably do with that Bronco. Like, even if I was disarmed, I guess I could pull it around, but that wouldn't really help anything. Regardless, pushing the disarm token closes all the doors. So whatever I'm going to do... Like... I don't know. Like, if I press the disarm token, I will not be able to go into the area where all the trapdoors are. So that can't be... Like, there's no actual way to interact with the stuff up here while disarmed. I literally can't go here after pressing the token. Like, if I do this, then now I can't go anywhere. And I guess I can do this. I can pull the golem along. Why do I want to pull the golem along? I don't know. Do I want that? Why would I want that? What use is this golem to me? I don't know. This golem does not appear to be useful. So clearly I should just kill it. And if I do just try to kill it, then I would block off the passage to get the queen from. So I guess, in theory, I should put the golem somewhere where it won't cause any problems. So I shall start with this. I'm planning to place these decoys first, if I kind of have to. I bet we want one of them there to catch the golem. And then the other 2 have to be placed so that the queen will bounce between them. So something like that. But don't kill it. Then I press this, and then I press this. Okay. From here, yank the golem over here. That's not quite gonna work, huh? Yeah, I don't know what the best way to place that decoy actually is. Maybe it just needs to be here? No, that's not going to work. Where am I supposed to put this decoy? Why is this golem in the room in the first place? It just seems completely unnecessary and irrelevant to everything else that the room is actually about. It's just some arbitrary extra distraction that's not really part of the puzzle at all. Like, why? Like, fundamentally, this puzzle is about setting up a cool thing where the queen bounces between two decoys so that you can go kill the eye. But for some reason, there's this random added distraction of, hey, there's this golem that's just in the way for no good reason. Deal with it. I don't understand why it's in the room. I don't know where I can put a decoy that would be useful for dealing with that golem. There just isn't anywhere available. Like, I'm forced to do that, and then he's stuck there unless I do this. And then what? I need him to go south, but there's absolutely no way to pull him south. He's just in the way. Like, the decoy objectively cannot be in this passage, because I have to use this passage to get to the golem, to get to the queen. And I have to use this passage to get the queen out. So the decoy cannot be in this passage. But there is absolutely nowhere else to put it. Why is it like this? This just gets things stuck. That can't possibly be the right way to do this. There is nowhere else useful to put this decoy. There's nowhere useful to put it for dealing with this stupid golem. Like, it has to be in range of the golem when the golem is standing right here for the golem to be pulled out this way, which it has to be, because otherwise you can't actually deal with the golem. This is the only region where it's useful to put the decoy to deal with this golem. And realistically, the closer the better, but no amount of close seems to be good enough. Well, I can get this to work at least. Mostly. Yeah. This is the cool part of the room. This is what the entire room should be about. But for some reason there's this extraneous nonsense that just seems unrelated. And I don't know why it's in the room. I also don't know how I'm supposed to actually kill this queen. Yes, that works. So basically, I have to do exactly that, which means I have to first open this, place decoys, disarm, open this door, bring the queen down and out and into this lane, have the queen toggle this, and arm while the queen is toggling this so I can go kill the eye. And then disarm and push the queen into the decoy's blade, and then rearm to kill the queen with the decoy's blade. And then somehow magically after that, after all of that, the room still has to be uncleared, so all of the arming and disarming shouldn't kill the golem yet. And then after that, somehow get the golem to a position where arming causes it to die. I don't think it's possible to do all of that and not already have killed the golem. Like, if I have the golem stuck on a decoy somewhere, then the first time that I armed and hit, that will also kill the golem. And so that won't work. I don't even know how to get the golem out into a position where a decoy can kill it. Because generally speaking, there's no way to do that. Like if I go up into this area and pull the golem out at all, then it's going to be stuck in some position like that, which is useless. Or else I don't pull it out, and it winds up stuck like up there, where it's also useless. So I need to do all of this, but also somehow magically get the golem out and place the golem into an extremely convenient position, which does not appear to be possible. There is nowhere I can put the decoy that would actually make that possible. Like if I put the decoy here or something, then I can't actually even get to the queen. Nowhere in this passage can the decoy go. But if I put it over here somewhere, then the golem won't go to it. And anyway, there's nothing useful I can do with that in the first place. I guess I can leave it there, but that's not really useful either. I have to be armed to make use of that to go back into the Eastern Passage, and that's not helpful either. Like, the only places that this decoy could plausibly be useful are this diagonal passage right here, or this passage over here. It has to go in one of those two places to have any possibility at all of being useful to help with the goal. But neither of those works. Nowhere in here is it actually useful. And if it's in here, it's actively in the way. I guess I can put it there and do absolutely nothing. I could put it here and trap myself in this area for no good reason. Or there, and likewise. Like, what magical thing am I supposed to know that I can do to get the golem out of the way? This has to be set up this way for a reason. Like, it is specifically set up so I can go here, and then what? I can push the queen to there and then be completely stuck. Real helpful. There's nowhere the decoy can go that would pull him south. Everywhere that's available is too far away to attract something that's standing on this trapdoor. What do you see that I don't? Because I'm looking at literally every tile the decoy could go to that would even remotely have any possibility of being useful, and none of them work. I'm about at the point of looking this up on the board. Look for some kind of hint onto this someone else got. Because as far as I can tell, this is completely impossible. There is no useful place to put this decoy. Must be the wrong one. The hint and solutions board is not particularly helpful either. I know how to kill the roach golem, I don't know how to kill the rock golem. The rock golem is just impossible to kill, as far as I can tell. If I try to do this, I'll just be stuck. There's nothing I can do. This also just gets me stuck. This doesn't work. was stuck on feeling that I needed 2 decoys to set up this thing with the roach queen. But evidently not. Fine. Now I just need to figure out how to finish the room properly. Not sure about this part either. Hello. Like, clearly I'm still missing something. Somehow... like, I can't do it that way. If I do that, then that would not actually be able to kill the queen. Did I do something too soon? Yeah, this was an order of operations problem. Do that first. Then I can pull this into position. Oh, okay. That was hard, but not impossible. The key thing to realize was that I did not need both decoys to set up the roach queen toggling thing. And it really seems like I should have needed 2 of them. Well, whatever. Back to regular land after what feels like a half-hour long jaunt into secrets, into that one secret, and also entering it. So, this should be a little less difficult, hopefully. I got basically completely distracted by going to the secret room after entering this room, which has 3 other ways to go besides the one that I went towards. So let's try this way. Here we have a trapdoor gate that blocks a decoy potion. Okay. So this is, I guess this whole little area is all about the fact that using a decoy potion the decoy will be harmed. Interesting. Do I? Hold on. Wait, is this a secret room? This just looks like, Wait, is this supposed to be a secret level? It didn't seem to be, it's just what's behind the blue door in the Mimic level. I thought this was just the regular, here's the tutorial level for, the disarm tokens. I'm a little confused here. Because it's not actually possible to drop all the trapdoors. If I try, I'm gonna get stuck in this region. Well, yeah, but I thought that was the exam for just have you learned how to mimic. Oh well. What am I missing here? Is there... Like, there's no disarm tokens on the trapdoors that I can use. Oh, wait, no. Of course. Just do that. Just do that. It's obvious. How did I not realize that? So... Now I find out whether my choice of which one to do that with was correct. Because I basically just did that when I realized that I could. Which is not necessarily the best strategy for deciding when to do a thing. But I might have lucked out and picked exactly the correct decoy potion to do that with. Cool. Oh wait, I do want to be disarmed. Or at least it doesn't hurt to be disarmed here. There we go. Okay, I guess the whole level description being like, Ether didn't need to do this, he was under no obligation, but he thought maybe he should anyway. I guess that's pretty clearly, hey, this is a secret level, you don't actually have to complete messaging. That I completely ignored. Well, I didn't ignore it per se, but I wasn't really paying that much attention to its implications. Okay. Here we have some kind of convoluted thing. Okay, before I forget, I'm going to go look at this. An alternate way to do this. Let's see if the highest scoring demo does that alternate way. It doesn't look like it. This looks like exactly the way I did it. Yeah, that's absolutely no different. Rapscuddle's demo? Yeah, I'm afraid whatever the other solution is might be lost to time, since apparently it's not the very efficient way to do it. Basically all of these demos do it this way. So I don't know what the alternate way is then. Aquator? Nope, same thing. So, no idea. Right, further save, please. Okay, back to this. Some kind of shenanigans involving green doors. Maybe? Well, no, it looks like I just need to clear the room to exit. This green door is not actually important to the puzzle, it's just you can't re-enter the puzzle after winning the puzzle. A mimic? You mean a decoy, surely. There are no mimics in that room. Okay. I guess this room is, hey, it matters which way the mimic is facing when you arm it? Sure. This room looks more complicated than it really is. Alright, well, here's this room. Where should I expect to place this mimic? Okay, I think this is about mimic facing. Like, making a mimic face differently when activating a token. Yeah. Since we just had a lesson on that matter, this makes sense for this to be about that. Now, can I manage to get Mimic into position without killing it or it killing me? So we need to not... Yeah, we need the right relative placements. I guess I could have just... whatever. I'm just overall making this part more awkward, I think, than it needs to be. So I don't want That's going to be correct. So I want to just push this now. Oh. Okay, we don't want to be exactly off by that. So I really would want some other... something like that should work. And look, I didn't make that nearly as awkward as last time. Oh, that feels nice. That's pretty cool. Let me give this another try. I think the downloadable demos might cut off at a certain placement. Yeah, it only shows like the top. Yeah, it says best demos. It doesn't show the top. It only shows like the top 10. So that's interesting, but I think it might be so slow that it's kind of hidden from view. Which, you know, you could very well post a challenge for that in the challenges board if you want people to know you can do it that way. If you can think of a way to enforce it that doesn't make it obvious what the trick is, at least. Here's where the blue door is. I guess I'm gonna go back and try going east from here. This... Where do I want this mimic? Where is this mimic? Where is this mimic meant to go? Well, let's see. At some point, I do need to rearm to hit this orb and to kill the eye. This does that. That's a yellow door. There's not very many options for where the mimic can go, are there? I mean, that are useful. Okay, there's a red door, so I do have to drop all the trap doors eventually. Yeah, I think we do want to do this. And, that's bad. How should this work? I guess if I hold off... Yeah, okay. That's not so bad. We can just do it that way. Alright. So I want to go back and check out the east exit from this room. Now that I know where the level exit is, it kind of feels like I should go everywhere else first. And then come back close to where the exit is to finish off the level. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. We have to put the mimic up here. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure we'll do. Um... So... This is gonna be some convoluted nonsense, isn't it? So, okay. To begin with, I want to do that, but I need this bridge to open the way. So maybe... like, very judiciously closing just 2 tiles of trapdoor in the right position is what I should be doing. That's not the right position. Not like that. These 2? No. These 3? Yes, actually. And I have to kill that, so that forces me to do a little more. Now I need to go this way, which is going to be this guy. And I don't know what the right shape for him is going to be. Not that. Oh, if I just leave things alone, he'll be fine. Okay. Now for this one. Am I just okay as is? I guess that's the first thing I should always check. Nope. The 3 I was forced to do for that other one mean that I need to do at least 3 for this one, I think. So let's try those 3. No. No? No. This one? I think that setup is okay. No? This one? It's okay if I destroy all those. They're not really in the way that I need to go anymore. That works. Is this guy all set up now? Or... I'll just check. Hard to tell. Yes! Okay, you just needed a clear path, not a... nothing complicated. Alright then. It was kind of a quirky room. Not ultimately that hard, but not easy. Alright, so I guess what I'm missing now is back to the south. East. So this is before we quote-unquote learned about how mimics and decoys respond to the disarm token. So in theory, this should be simpler, right? Let's see. This toggles those. This toggles those. Sure. I mean, my goal is clearly to get into here first, so that I can rearm. So I guess I just need to do this. Sure. Then I need you off of that run, and I can just this button. Is that all? Oh. We have an annoyance. Okay. Oh. I guess I don't... Like, there's nowhere specific that I need that golem to be, other than just out of my way and alive. So I can go on and place this mirror, and I can just cut enough trapdoors to put him somewhere. And then we're all good. Okay. I briefly registered at that as needing him to be, like, kept on the button and also, for some reason. But he didn't actually need to be on the button, like, obviously. I think this might be the last room, judging by level geometry arguments. Well, maybe there's one up this way. But this is the last one down here before I go back up to the, where the level exit is. Okay. So being seen by somebody is unavoidable here. And obviously I couldn't just take the rearm down here and come up, because that would close the red door. Well, let's see. That would kill me. That would kill me. That would kill me. That doesn't kill me immediately. Oh wait, I can just go here without being seen. Then I need to be seen by someone. Yeah, keep him out of the way. Then... what? The ideal would be to get to a arm token. I'm not really sure. I guess the one to the north would be fine. I don't know which one is best to try to go towards. Since I've already had to do that... Oh, maybe this is what I need? Oh. No? I guess I can't go for that one. Don't they all have the same problem of being impossible to actually get to because of a rock golem? I mean, I guess I could release that eye there and pull the golem out that way, but it doesn't seem particularly good to try to do here. Like, I think I have to do this. There's no way to go anywhere without doing this first. And then... what? I guess I can release that one, but that one's not useful to release. Every tile that releases the one to the northeast is basically deadly to touch, so those can't be the right ones. This almost works if that other one wasn't there. If I could release that one and then get into the north area, then that would be good enough, but I don't think that's possible. Yeah, that would immediately get me killed by this one if I try that. There's no way this is survivable. So no matter what I try to do, I have to do that first, which makes it basically impossible to go for either of the northern tokens. But that also makes it impossible to go far enough north to wake this one up as well. The only way that I can go far enough north to wake the southeastern eye is by already having done that. But this is not a survivable situation. There. I knew something had to work. Traversing a minefield of vision. Oh boy. Moving on. Off to the north again. seems like to the east is the last probably room required in this level. And we need to push a mimic along. Yes. That's right, if you're stunned, you can't activate a token. Congratulations. And I bet this is another secret room, isn't it? Yep. What is this? And it looks like there's a challenge here that you only get to read if you have already beaten the room, too. So, what are we dealing with here? Is this just a... What is this?
My name, what?
Why is this a yellow door? Nothing closes it, nothing opens it. Why is that a yellow door? What, just so I can't place mimics on it? I don't get it. Well, whatever. Is it possible for two mimics to face different directions? I don't think it is. Like, I could not possibly arrange this without a stunning weapon. Yeah, even if the mimic doesn't move. Huh. Okay, it's based on which way it tries to move. So... That's nearly right, except Bethro is facing the wrong way. Yes? Yes. This is more of a weird side effect of a bunch of various things that just so happens to work this way. It doesn't really feel like an intended behavior as such. I don't know. I feel like making a puzzle off of this is a little silly. That's fine though. Ta-da! I made the mimics face the right ways. What do you have to say? Place both mimics before using... Didn't I do that? I basically solved the puzzle as if I had done that. Alright, fine. I guess I will redo exactly what I just did, but be very careful not to bump into the token before doing the things. So I don't see how is any other way to solve the puzzle besides as if I had done that, though. Like, whatever. So I need them to be this one another that way, this one like that, place them like this. Then I need to do that from one more tile to the north. So everybody moves a tile to the north. And do this, and this, and everybody's happy. Okay. Armed and dangerous. Sure. Okay. That was that room. And I beat the level, I guess. Ooh, we got a pulsating orange token. Mysterious orange token. Oh, wait, it might be useful later, is what it said, or something like that. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any dialogue that was really important, but... perhaps it might be useful somewhere. Okay, cool. And that leads us to this place. You're not allowed to conquer this place when you exit from that direction, by the way. But you are allowed to kill this and get it out of the way. So I think the fact that I exited the Mimic level through a secret makes it, the secret level means that I haven't got credit for completing the level yet. You know what I mean. So I'm gonna have to go back in and, where is the actual blue door regular normal exit that you're supposed to use for this level anyway? Back up here? No. So where is it? Down this way? Nope. Over here? Not here. To the west? No stairs here. Nope. There's no stairs in this room. Oh. Okay. It's just the room you started in, yeah? And... I guess, for some reason, entering from this side? Oh, okay. Yeah, entering from this side makes it possible to have the Mimic go in there. Understood. This is the exam for this level. This extremely simple thing that I could easily have done is the normal exam for this level, not the super exam that leads to a secret level. And then we get to solve a little puzzle involving getting this Mimic to go over to get that conquer token. I'm sure I won't accidentally leave the room while trying to solve it or anything. Okay, there. Now I have credit for the potion distillery. Well, so the disarm tokens were introduced in a secret level, right? Does that mean that they're not allowed unless I'm somewhere past where you need the orange thing that I picked up? I don't know. Shall I continue? Do I want to go to Explosives Land, maybe? Based on my previous logic of what order I was doing levels in, this would be the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna start this one. I don't expect to finish it tonight, though. So, we've experienced mirrors, now experience not mirrors that are explosives. Hidden Armory. Whenever a fortification has to be abandoned, it is essential that all portable equipment be removed or destroyed to make sure the enemy do not get their hands on it. Naturally, most above-ground kings do not think this far ahead. They are safe in their castles, and the sudden collapse of a wall or one's brother leaving a back gate open are the kind of disasters that only happen to other people. But it is easy to be wise after the event, and so the survivors of the Oystian castle took to storing explosives in the form of powder kegs. Less efficient than bombs, and lacking bombs' tough metal casings, kegs tended to be more unstable, but they had one enormous advantage. Due to their cylindrical shape and lighter weight, they could be rolled downhill at an approaching army, wreaking utter carnage, which is a very comforting thought when one's new fortress is located hundreds of meters below ground. Someone should make a custom element that's literally just a powder keg turned on its side, and it rolls when you push it. That'd be interesting. Anyway, and it explodes whenever it hits something, I guess? Well, I don't know, powder kegs already kind of do that. Let's get going. Here is make a fuse. Ta-da! I don't think those lead to a secret room, by the way. Powder kegs explode when you let them exist on a hot tile. Oh no, I guess disarm tokens have been introduced before and I just completely forgot. Alright, that's on me then. Ta-da! I probably want that in a different position. Maybe there. There would be a good place for it. That works a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Now we're kind of in business, I think. That was an interminably awkward way to do it, but it worked, so good enough. It's kind of fascinating that we've actually encountered all of the other various kinds of deadly traps before encountering the lonely powder keg. Like, this is the very last one after hot tiles and fire traps and spike traps have all been introduced, and bombs. It's like the last of the things that kill you that are not like a creature. Pretty much. I mean, the Wisp are kind of a creature. This does not feature any powder kegs. This is just straight up a trapdoor puzzle with disarm tokens. That's fine, it's just a little weird. Alright. Maybe... does this level introduce disarm tokens? I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit about this. I don't know when disarm tokens were introduced, or if this is the introduction. Whatever. So, if you go this way, you press that, you can't go through there. Which you need to go through this room, I guess, to clear this room. So, for some reason, it is unwanted to let the player go through there. I guess because this lever is important for something? So I guess this requires that I be in a specific location when the room is cleared? Sure. How is this room supposed to work anyway? Like if I... There isn't enough time for the golems to get out before the bomb explodes. Like what? Why is there only one fuse in this room? There should be at least 2 sections of fuse to make this doable. Like, there's no way you can get the golems to come out quickly enough to kill them on these kegs. Like, they literally don't come out fast enough. Like, they cannot. The fuse is not long enough for that to be possible. Get 3 of them, but not all 4 of them. Yes, that works. Why is this here? What is the purpose of this wubba? Oh. Okay. So you're saying you want me to solve this difficult room in an even more difficult way to get access to the opportunity to attempt to unlock a door if I happen to have a Roman numeral 3 key. So to be allowed to do that, I'm supposed to somehow magically kill all 4 of them with 1 powder keg, despite the clear impossibility of actually doing that. Comes awfully close. Oh, okay. I guess that wasn't that hard. I just thought it was really hard. Alright. I don't have the 3 key, but that's fine. Someday I will get it, and I will be able to just enter this. You know, if I somehow manage to remember that this exists ages from now. Ah, well. Oh yeah, that's the level finish room. Don't need to do that right now. Well, can't do that right now. Okay, well, back to normal stuff. What is the idea here? What? What am I supposed to be able to do about this? Like, there has to be a keg here to enter. And there is no way to make that keg explode from this far away. That is impossible. Like, that is way too far away to do anything like that. I guess I could disarm the trap by shoving this on that first. Then I have to do this. Alright then. That's interesting. Hello. What is this? Everything explodes when everything explodes, more or less. That closes these doors. Sure. The queen is not within reach. So everything needs to be exploded. It doesn't look like I can do any pushing of powder kegs in this first area. I can push these, but what good does that do me? These have to be useful for something. Maybe I should just try bringing one? One thing I can think of is that if I need to race the fuse, then in theory these could block one of the phase spawns. Oh, all three of them together could, but the way the force arrow is, I'd need to use all three of them to do that. Maybe that's useful enough? I don't know. I guess it's worth a try. I mean, I could also use one of these to close the door, but I know full well that I have to light the fuse no matter what, so there's not much point to doing that. What is with this? Why does... Oh, okay, that just lengthens the fuse. Okay. That just means the fuse wraps open and kind of warps over there. That's fine. Nope. I don't know. Alright, well I can cap that off as one bit of preparation. I can go kill some of these that will otherwise be in my way. Nice work. Oh, the alternate, I see what you mean. Alright, well the roaches just accidentally closed this, so what does that mean? It means this tile specifically, precisely, is safe. Okay. Right, I've done my best to bend things out so I don't have to fight too much on the way out. I'm hoping that this particular long corridor here being roach-free will make it possible to get there in time. I really don't know, but I'm willing to give it a try. Oh yeah, I had plenty of time. I don't even feel like I really needed to do that blocking things off with the keg business. Like, was this really just a, oh, there happen to be kegs, but run away from the bomb, by the way? Let's see, Rapscuttle solution. Doesn't bother to do anything interesting with the kegs whatsoever. This efficient solution just lets them explode and destroy the fuse faster. So this is just a fuse run, but you can use the kegs for something like I did if you want, I guess. Alright then. That was... Aquifer. Right, I'm just wanting to go look. Is it in the list now? I don't think it is. Well. Restore. Service save. Right, carrying on. Why is this area in shadows? I guess to match with this room's lighting. Okay. Break 2 mirrors before striking the orb. What does striking the orb do? It lights the fuse. And then you have to do something. Well, then you need to press these in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, of course. So in this case, you can block fuse by the mirror. You can accelerate fuse by using the kegs. So if hypothetically I wanted this one to go faster because it's number 1, then I could do that. Yeah, 1 is supposed to precede 2. Let's see exactly how well this works, just this alone. It does 2 before 1. Okay, I need more acceleration for 1 then. Maybe if I put the acceleration back here. I kind of want it to skip as much as possible at once. Okay, it's still reaching 2 too fast. So I guess I need to place a second bomb keg. Place a second keg somewhere useful. One is really far away. Do I have to spend all the kegs to do this? Or maybe there's a better way to spend them? Like if I just make it skip this bend using 2 of them like that. That's still too soon. I have to spend all 4 of them just to get 1 to go before 2. Now they're simultaneous. What? It can't be. Like, there's no way this is the right way to do it. Because blocking 2 off entirely like that would make it take way too long. Block off 4. Still way too soon. Okay then, that's what I needed to do. Sure. Alright. I feel like the challenge kind of messes with the intended experience of that room a little bit. Like, wouldn't it be cooler if that room actually used all of its mirrors and needed all of its mirrors? A little bit cooler, maybe? This room is not about powder kegs for the most part. This this room is make sure you face the right way entering a bomb maze. Entering a timed bomb maze. There I had no choice but to do things that way. Okay, what is this about? I guess I need to get this guy. Huh. But if instead of clearing the room, I don't do that, and I just do this, then I get access to a secret room. This returns to 2 south, 3 east. Cool. I hope this secret room isn't too agonizing. We need to drop the trapdoors and pull this keg with us. That seems to be the gist of it. That's bad. I'd have to... Yeah, just do that, maybe. There we go. Back to not having a stick. Bit of awkwardness required there. And the rest is free. Alright. Whoops. Sending room conquer solutions to server. Okay, just give it a minute. Maybe it will be okay. Oh, it was fine. Bombs, and even powder kegs, have their uses as a part of a well-maintained fortification, but also their limitations. No matter how devious or cunning a trap, sooner or later someone will find a way to evade it. Sometimes the best defense is simply to make the important parts of a fortress look like somewhere that no one wants to go. Stairs that seem to descend into nothingness might go to another part of the same level, or even to a higher level. Don't ask how it all works. When you're this far below the surface, sometimes it's easy to lose track of up and down. Yeah, or if your name is Dawn. Anyway, let's actually solve the room. Not this room. The room that I got there from. That was back this way. So I need to remember what I did here. I think I need to face this way. Do that. Do this. Now this time, let's really actually do what we're supposed to and push this thing along. Just barely made it. Good. One more time. Timed bomb maze. Yay! We solved the timed bomb maze. Alright. That's not where I want to go. The remaining required room is this way. Okay. We need to open that. And also... Wait, what? Yeah, okay. So my goal is to hit this one. Come back to the conquer token. Fine. Getting that orb requires probably bringing this keg all the way to here. Okay. So I feel that it would be wisest then to be rid of the obstructions first. What does this do? This is a toggle. Okay. I mean, this isn't going to be terribly efficient. That was way too much waiting. This isn't going to be the most efficient way to solve this, but it should work. I really appreciate the assist from the spike traps in killing all these roaches. Alright. So this is a really cool room. It feels like a gauntlet of traps. I mean, it is a gauntlet of traps, but like it feels like one. You know what I mean? But yeah, removing the monsters makes this a lot simpler. I guess it really wouldn't have been all that much extra complication to just bring the barrel with me, though. I don't know, maybe this is a little bit of a lame way to handle it. I'm sure it's inefficient, at least. Alright. That opens the way southward to this room, where we need to use a powder keg to block eyes from being seen by the eyes from being seen. Yes. Don't do that. So, is this room going to teach the fact that that eyes are not, do not see themselves in a reflection of a powder keg? Or is that considered obvious enough to not need to show the player? Okay, that wasn't nearly as complicated as I was making it. And as for this one, I can just poke it there, probably. Well, no, I want it to be up here. Then pull it up that way. There we go. What is the decoy for? Probably lighting a fuse. What else did that do? Oh, it just blew everything up. Okay, it just blows everything up, that's all. Hey, everything blows up. Alright. That was that room. And that's the end of the level. This is a fun level about exploding things. I should probably actually get that orb to leave, though. There we go. Yeah, I didn't expect this level to go that nicely after the last one took me so long. But maybe I'm better with this element, or maybe this level is just a little easier. I mean, I guess I did just do a secret ultra-hard level, so there's that. I think I just need to go both ways. So go here. Take my sword back. Go there. Be disarmed. Be rearmed. Cool. Yay, everything explodes. That's that level. So, query. Did I really not... There's a checkpoint anywhere in this level. Here's one. When was the introduction to the concept of disarm? Was it in the level I just beat, or was it somewhere before? Let's see, we had Silent Woods, Ruined Entryway, Winding Passage, which was trapdoors or something. Cascading Cliffs was something. Basic stuff. That was a thing. That was the Fork of Infinity. Cavernous Convergence was... yeah, this was arrows. This was, hey, trapdoor puzzles with the red doors. For Stoneworks was rock golems. This was eyes, I think. This involved roach queens, for sure. More arrows. This was the exam. This was a jaunt. Castle Halls was the next hub. Dungeon was spikes. Furnace was fire traps. Mausoleum was mirrors. Palace of Illusion was decoys. Kennels was wubbas. Riptide Currents was rafts. This was explosives, as in bombs, I think. Haunted Courtyard was seep. This was the stick. Well, this was advanced stick, because Fire Trap was also sticks. And this was the exam. So this was guard. Well, this was Beethrowley's guard. This was, okay, this is the hub. Warehouse is where the house... No, warehouse was rattlesnakes. Red stuff was mud. This was mimic potions. This was guards. Yeah, so... This is advanced rattlesnakes. So what that means is that Hidden Armory was intended as the introduction to disarm tokens, but also Tainted Aquifer, which can be encountered first by a player who's reasonably good with mimics. Tainted Aquifer could also be your introduction to disarm tokens. And it does make sure that you understand the basics of how they work before it begins. And then it's like, here's the advanced stuff involving how they behave with respect to mimics and decoys. And then... But so Hidden Armory is both powder kegs and, by way of this room letting you into the eastern part, also disarm tokens. So this is the intended first room with a disarm token, I guess. Well, whatever. I'm just sort of, like, I'm not, like, making any kind of opinion. I'm just sort of observing how exactly the hold goes about saying this is, like, goes about its goal of introducing its elements, the elements in Draught, Not necessarily one at a time, but kind of in a digestible fashion, through increasingly tough levels and such. Very interesting. Anyway, I'm not going to yet another level after I one more leveled into that level and managed to beat it all. Rather, I'm going to go place Beethro at the next spot that I'm going to want to go, which would be up here. Here. Buried Basin. You're going to have to deal with skippers. Water skippers. Yes, there is a checkpoint here. I'll just go use that. Alright, so next week I should be able to stream like normal. I am not sure about the week after that. But I'll figure it out, and I'll keep things posted. Anyway, thank you for watching, if you have been. Hope you have a pleasant week next week, and farewell for now.